still, and your eyes can be up and being an active listener. Miss Cambry, that milk either needs to go in your backpack or in the garbage, okay? Whatever you want, I don't care. Okay, we are doing Wonders Unit 2, Week 2, Day 4. All right, and we are practicing our letter sounds very quickly. We just did A says ah, A says A, and A says ah. In short, A makes this kind of sound. Ah, 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 ah. B. B says buh. All right, and Cambry is making an awesome choice. That's great, Cambry. She's following along on her number line. You guys can do that, or as long as your eyes up here, that's fine too. I don't. It doesn't make a big difference to me, but I like that she was being an active learner. That was awesome. Okay, whoa. And then it's in rows. Okay. C. C says. Now, sometimes when C is standing next to E, it can also say S. Very good. That's called a soft C when it says S. All right, next letter. D. D says D. Very good. E. E says F, and E says E. But when we're talking about our short E sound, we say short E makes this kind of sound. F, 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 F. All right, F. F says G. G says G. And sometimes when G is standing right next to an E, and sometimes an I, also E and I, same with C. If C is standing next to an I or an E, G says J. Okay? H says okay. I says or I. Amy, please get to work, sweetheart. I think you already know your letter sounds, so I'm glad that you were excited about what was up here, but I want you to be able to do your second grade work, okay? All right. J says J. K says K. L says O. M says N says O says and O and ooh. Okay. O says ooh, usually if it's with another O. Okay. I don't want you tearing the tape off your name tags. That's not what I asked you to do. I did say that you could follow along with them, but I did not say you could rip the tape off. Because believe it or not, I did not put that tape on there so you could just rip it off. I put the tape on there so your name tag would stay nicely on your desk. Okay, so the O says ah and O and ooh. Now when O says, when I say what's a short O sound, we say short O makes this kind of sound. Miss Danny, I need you to pull your mask up over your nose, sweetheart. Thank you. All right. P. P says P. Q. Q says Qua. R. R says R. S. S says T. T says T. U. U says V. V says V. W. W says W. X. X says X. And let's see. I'm trying to think of there's and Y. Y says yeah. Now, when Y, I can't talk over you. Okay, my voice is giving out already. I can't talk over you. And I know it's just my voice because it literally is just my voice. My throat doesn't even hurt. It's just my voice is giving out. Okay. Y, when it acts like a vowel, and I need to put my vowel sign up here a little bit better. When I say sometimes Y is a vowel, when Y is a vowel, it makes one of the other vowel sounds. Okay, Y can say I. Y can say I. Well, I can say E. They can't say an O or a U or an A sound, but but it can say I or E or I. What? We talked about this yesterday. If you can all wait during our instruction time is not the best time to go. During your work by yourself time, that's a better time to go. Okay? So if you can wait, please do, and don't interrupt my lesson. If it's an emergency, you may always go, but if you can wait, please do so. Okay? Because we're learning more appropriate times to use the restroom. Because we're big first graders now. Oh my goodness. I bet your mom has looked at you this morning and said, my little guys are growing up. Right? They said, oh my goodness, you guys look so beautiful. All growing up. Okay? So we are trying to find more appropriate times to use the restroom if it's possible. Now we all have emergencies. If it's an emergency, you may go. But like I say, if you can wait, please do. All right. We have been talking this week in your reading. You've been talking about homes around the world. Okay, homes around the world. You guys read The Pigs, the Wolf, and the Mud, right? That I'm assuming they made their home in the mud. Is that or they made? No, they had a mud hut, right? And they did like the three little pigs and the wolf kicked it in, right? And then they made a house out of bricks, and then that was good, right? And we read yesterday, hey, I cannot talk over you. Please don't make me. I can't. So Jimmy, I need you to put a bubble in that mouth, and I need you to listen. All right. So remember yesterday, what story did I read? What big book? That one, right? The Three Little Dassies. And we talked about the different houses that they made. They made a grass hut, they made a stick hut, and then they made a house of stone. Okay, which one held up best? Elizabeth?
The stone.
Right, the stone. That was the house that held up best. So we want to think, so the other house is collapsed. We're using that word collapsed, Jimmy. Give me 5. That means your hands are still. They're not becoming toys. Right? Okay, it collapsed when that eagle attacked it, right? They used different materials. Materials are what they used to build the house, right? The one Dassie used grass, the other Dassie used sticks, and the third Dassie used stones. They used different material to build their nests. Or their homes, not their nests, sorry. So what do you guys think would be a good shelter if you lived in a really hot place? If you lived in a really hot place. What do you think, Danny? What would be a good shelter if you lived in a hot place? Oh my goodness. Hayden's here. No, you don't get a C. I get a C. Oh, Hayden's gone. Okay, never mind. So what would be a good shelter if you lived in a very hot place? She's back, maybe. Okay, what would be a good shelter if you lived in a hot place? Danny was trying to answer that question. Ooh, stone would be very good, right? Because it insulates and it stays cool. And guess what? Stone is also actually good for a cold place too, because it helps keep the cold out. So it helps keep you warm in the winter and cool in the summer. Hi, Hayden. We are talking about shelters, okay? You missed our read aloud, but you could catch it up on our Google Classroom later. You can come and watch the read aloud later, okay? We read chapter 6 of Charlotte's Web. But we're talking about homes around the world, all right? And what kind of home does Wilbur live in? I need Cambry to put that away. Anaya? He lives in a barn, and he lives in the, what did they call it? Do we remember what they called it? Hayden, if you turned off your camera, I'd like it back on, please. Thank you. Well, it is a shelter. And do you remember what they called the sheep's house? They called it the sheepfold. And remember, Wilbur lives in the lower part of the barn directly under the cows. Probably call it a pig pen, huh? And it's nice and warm in the barn cellar on the south side. So he's in the cellar of the barn, which is the lower part. Okay. All right. Let's keep going. Let's talk about, okay, captions really quickly. I don't have a good text over here to show you guys captions, but captions are in the a lot of texts, and they label like the pictures and things like that. And there are especially a lot of nonfiction texts that teach you different things. Okay. I will show you today, in your reading today, you guys will be reading the text Homes Around the World. You'll be doing that on your Wonders Online, okay, Hayden? And in the Homes Around the World, you'll see, like, next to the picture, there's a little caption. It says, this home is built on a rock, into a rock. And that's called a caption, and that gives us a little bit more information. Danny, no more sanitizer, okay? You're not just going to sit there and play with it constantly. That's not a great idea. All right? This home is made of wood. It gives you captions about the photographs that tell us a little bit more information. All right, okay. Everybody have their listening ears on? Do you have your listening ears on, Hayden? Okay, show me your listening ears. Show me your nice still hands. Okay, show me your quiet mouths. Okay, we are going to do phoneme identity. Phoneme identity. What, so Haiti? Okay, phoneme identity. Remember, which identity means that you're giving that phoneme a name. You're giving it a name. You can stop right on the number 2 over there. That's my next 6 foot away spot. No. Like, you can stand there and you can show me your book. What was the problem in the story? Okay, the next one is, what steps did Fox take to solve the problem? So you need to think about how did he solve his problem? What steps did he take? We talked about that in our last story. Okay, so phoneme identity. Jimmy, that mask needs to go back on your face, sweetheart. All right, listen very carefully. Duck, jug, sub. Duck, jug, sub. I know Anaya's not listening because her eyes are not on here. Her hands are not doing the stuff with me. Okay. Do you guys hear the same sound in duck, jug, and sub? What same sound do we hear in all 3 of those words? Elizabeth? Right? That same middle sound. Sophia, can I answer a question for you real quick, sweetheart? What, honey? I know, these masks, they're very hard to hear through. You can come stand on my 6 foot spot over there on the number 2, and I can try to answer your question. We're going to keep going, okay? We're going to say 3 words, and we're going to talk about, okay, so you do the number 2. There you go, perfect. Okay, so your next one is, what steps did Fox take to solve a problem? If that's his problem, how did he solve it? Okay, so we're going to think about 3 words and which sound is the same in all 3 of those words. Okay, so listen carefully. Fun, luck, mug. Which sound is the same in all 3 of those words? Ooh, I see a lot more hands than last time. That makes me happy. Anaya, what do you think? Loud and proud, sweetheart. I didn't ask you what word was the same. I said, what sound, Jimmy? Shh. What sound was the same in all of those words? That's what I asked. Hayden, do you know? Fun, luck, mug. What sound is the same in all 3 of those words?
Luck, mug.
Okay, I'm saying 3 words, and they each have one sound that is the same. One sound. Okay? Miranda? Let's break those words up. G. Right? We have the sweetie. Hold it up, hold it steady. You took one step. What?
2, 1 step.
Okay, he probably did more things to solve that problem. So you need to have the whole answer up there. Quit bringing it up to me. You've got the whole answer. Luis, I would like you to get out your workbook and see if you can think about that story on there, okay? All right. Let's do the next words. I want you guys to do this with me. Op, hop, op, lock, opt, dot. What sound was the same in all of those words? Max? Oh, very good. The middle sound again, Okay? Next one, run, huff. I see almost everybody doing this along with me. I need Jimmy to participate, and I need Anaya to participate. Let's do that again. Run, huff, mud. What was the sound that was the same in all of those words? Hayden, do you know?
U.
Did you say you? Short U. Very good. Let's keep going. Ten. Well. Went. Jimmy, what sound was the same? Listen to my first word. Ten. Does that have a what in it? Ooh, I know you quit partway through and you just decided you've got to do the whole thing with me. You can't just give up and quit. Okay? Went. What sounds do they all have the same? Stop at the 2. What sounds do they all have the same? I know Miranda knows. Who else was being an active learner and gave me 5? Right? Danny? Cambry? Okay, boys and girls, I already went to 1st grade. I'm not standing up here for me. I'm standing up here for you. I'm asking you to do it with me. I'm not just doing it by myself. Do it with me now. Because guess what? I already went to 1st grade, and I want you guys to be a part of this lesson. So I'm not wanting you to sit there and do nothing. That is not what I want. I want you guys to be active parts. Cambry, Danny, Jimmy, Anaya, I need you guys listening. I need you guys doing this with me. Okay? We're going to do that one more time. And one of you 3 is going to answer it for me. Okay? So I want Danny's eyes up here. I want Cambry's eyes. I want Anaya's eyes. And I want your hands ready. Last time we're doing this. It's not for me. It's for you. And I want you guys to be a part of it. It's more fun if you're a part of it. It's way more fun. It's more fun for you and it's more fun for me. Anaya, get ready to do it. 10. Well. Thank you, Hayden, even doing it along with me. Went. What sound was the same in all of those words? Danny? That's not a sound. That's a word. I did not have 10 in each one of those words. I had the word 10, I had the word well, and I had the word went. What sound was the same? And think about, we've been doing middle vowel sounds. Jimmy, please save your neighbors.
Well and went.
That's not what I asked. I didn't ask for you to pick 2 random words. I said, what sound is the same in all of these words? Miranda?
E.
Short E. Thank you, Miranda, for being the only one following directions. Thank you, Miranda, for being the only one on task, except for maybe Hayden, who is also doing it on her screen. I saw Hayden doing it. Oh, you know what? I want to get this one. Okay, Elizabeth. Well, I didn't see Elizabeth. The answer. Okay, we're gonna have to write it down, and I didn't want to. Show me. Nope. Nope.
So we just do the book and
Do the little story. Nope. Turn that back. Do the little story and the questions about the story. Right there. That page. Okay? Okay, so you have to keep answering this stuff. Don't bring it up to me every time.
so I do this one.
If you have answered all the steps he did to solve the problem, then yes. If you need to add more steps, then you should do that. Okay, all right. Thank you, those of you who are ready to listen. I'm going to see actually if I can get this whiteboard to work. We'll see. We'll see, because remember how the smart notebook keeps crashing our computer. What? Okay, next one. Oh, what was, so honey, I think you put the answer to number 3 on number 2. You need the steps he did to solve the problem and then the solution, what actually happened to solve the problem. Okay, so you might have to put answer 2 on number 3 and find your answer to number 2. Okay, it's looking good.
Okay, isn't it?
All right. I'm curious. I'm going to try this. I'm going to see if this will work a little better. It's just a little. Turn on. There we go. Looking good so far. Okay, nothing's happening. Technical difficulties. We are experiencing technical difficulties. All right. Well, while that computer is thinking about, that's a good, it's a sign, okay. It's doing something. Oops. All right, well, while we're letting Matt think about what he wants to do, we're going to try this again. Now listen and watch as I write this on the board. Hmm. 10. What's my next one? I've already forgotten because I'm so sad that you guys weren't listening. What? Oh. Well. What? And. Went. What sound is the same in all of those words? This is what our hands should be. Everybody's hand should be up. There's no reason not to know what sound. Anaya? The E which says eh. That's what I'm asking for. I'm not asking you guys to do something crazy. I'm just asking for you to tell me what sound is in there. Okay. Oh, lovely. All right. Are we ready? Are we ready? Is it going to let me do it now? Looks like it. Let's try this. Okay. We're going to do one more, and then we're going to move on to doing other ones. Okay. Let's do it down our arms first, and then we'll do it on the board. I need still hands, eyes up. Anaya, your fingers are not toys. Right? Troy knows that, huh, Troy? We're not doing that. Okay. Let's do the next with me. Everybody's hands ready. Let's do it. Hands are ready. Hands are ready. I'm about ready to take 5 minutes of everybody's recess. This is ridiculous. I'm not up here for me. I'm up here for you. I'm trying to make it interactive. It's not like you guys have to actually participate. Hey, thank you if you actually are. Hop, lock, dot. What sound is the same in all of those? Same 3 people that's participating, okay. Cambry? What? Max? Elizabeth? Thank you. Thank you. Thank you for those of you who are actually participating. Hop, lock, dots. They all have Okay. So. Sweetie, the solution is how did he solve the problem? So number 2 is what steps did he take to solve it? And the last one was how did he actually solve it? That's what I'm literally telling you that right now. What's the solution to the problem is how did he solve the problem? Okay? Yeah. All right. Okay. Let's build some words to short you. Everybody, please get out your whiteboards and your markers very, very quickly. Very, very quickly. We don't have a whole lot of time. We wasted a lot with you guys sitting here doing nothing. Excuse me, Anaya, what did I ask you to do? Not sit there and do nothing. Get out your whiteboards and your markers. Okay, Miss Hayden, do you have something to work with at home? You either need your whiteboard and your marker or a pencil and a paper. Come stand on the number 2 and I can answer your question very, very quickly. The number 2. There you go. What? Okay, then you need to write down the problems on page 65. Good. Okay, go read the story. You read the story on your Chromebook, the Cinderella and Friends 2 times? And you turned that in on Class Dojo? Good job. You read Cinderella and Friends 2 times. Did you read Wolf Wolf 1 time? Okay, do that, and then you may get on Get Epic if you have any other times. What, Amy? You could have just raised your hand for that. Yes. Okay, let's spell some words. Let's spell some words. Just hold that up and I'll take a look. Turn it in on Class Dojo. Go read your stories. All right, let's write some words. K. This is the letter H. It stands for, can you see that, Miss Hayden? I'll see if I can make it bigger. I've never used this program before. Let me see if I can make it a little bigger. Up, there we go. Try this one. Oh, look at this. See what I can do. Okay, this is the letter A. What the heck? Why didn't it change anything? This is the letter O, for the love of Pete. This is the letter H. It stands for huh. This is the letter U. It stands for This is the letter It stands for, or this is the letter M. It stands for What word did we spell? Hum. Thank you, those of you who did that along with me on your boards. If you chose not to do anything, you're going to owe me some more time. Okay, now don't forget, you need an H, not an N at the beginning. Okay, you need an H, not an N.
I like the color.
Okay, all right. see. There's two different programs working at once and they don't work together. This is my little attempt at using this program. Okay, let's make some more sounds, okay? This is the letter, excuse me, Jimmy. I cannot talk over you, honey. This is the letter Y. It stands for Y. This is the letter U. It stands for And then C and K work together at the end, and they say yuck. Okay? And make sure you don't say that to your mama. She will not be very happy with you. Okay, sweetie, go turn it in up, Jojo. Go do your reading. I don't need you up here every minute. Okay, Louise, it would be real great if you did something. Why don't you do your reading first? I'm sorry, sweetie. I can't do anything about it. Do you just have the chills?
It is.
Do you have another coat you could put on your body? Okay, why don't you put up your hood? See if that helps. It's a little chilly in here. It's not too bad. It's in the 60s. I mean, we've had worse. Okay. Let's keep going. Let's do another one, kind of like yuck. This is the letter T. It stands for T. This is the letter U. It stands for CK at the end. Go K, tuck. Your parents might tuck you into bed at night, right? Louise, do you think you could read and be cold at the same time?
Can we do a truck one?
Oh, we could do truck. Very good. Let's do a blend at the beginning. What blend do we need at the beginning of truck? Who remembers? Who remembers? Ooh, I love that I have two little hands that remember at least. Oh, three little hands, four little hands. What blend do you think we need at the beginning of truck, Max? Truck. What blend? What two letters are at the beginning of truck? All right, Elizabeth, can you help him out?
We can count it out.
No, oh no, that's not what I meant. Miranda.
T-U.
Oh, T-U spells tuck. Oh, you guys all forgot. That's our blend, TR blend. Oops, I kind of made it look like an F. Don't do that. U-C-K spells truck. Truck. Okay, all right. Miss Hayden, are you writing that along with us? Can I see your word?
Yeah, I'm falling behind.
Okay, right, truck, T-R-U-C-K. We did that TR blend, tur. What?
T-R.
Can you try that? Do you not have your clever badge? It makes it easier. Actually, your password is on your computer, also on the front of your desk. Okay, it's on the front of your desk, that little yellow strip. I taped it to the very front of your desk. Okay, and that is your thing and your password. Okay, so try that, and then if you need help, I can help you. All right, Tahiti, sweetheart. We'll put it Go do your work, girlfriend. You're making me crazy. Okay, we are wasting more than I ever thought was possible. Okay, let's make another one. This one Wilbur would be proud of. M stands for U stands for C and K go muck, muck. Or C and K go k. Stand out the word together, muck, muck. Muck.
I need new paper. Okay, flip it to the back, flip it to the back, flip it to the back.
All right. Boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to see if I know how to add another page to this. What does it do? Redo, undo. How do I make another page? My whiteboard. Maybe I can't. Can I not make another page? Okay, I don't know how to make another page, but I can clear the canvas. So, All right, let's talk about contractions. Remember, contractions are where you take two words and you make one. We all love contractions. We all know the way. Hey, we all know contractions. All right. All right, Elizabeth's casting us contractions, but we're taking two words and we're squishing them together. We're taking a couple sounds away and replacing it with an apostrophe. Okay? So, if we take I am, and we squish them together to make one word. I'm gonna do my little arrow. It becomes I'm with an apostrophe up there. I'm. Okay, I am becomes I'm. Whoa, my smart board's a little wonky. She is becomes she's. Very good. She is becomes she's. Thank you, those of you who are writing that along with me on your boards. Great job. Great job. I need to turn this a little bit more towards the smart board. You can see that, Miss Hayden. All right, Miss Hayden, are you looking? Are you listening? Did you watch any of our videos from the past lessons this week? No? Okay. If you can go back into Google Classroom and you can watch the lessons that you missed also, okay? I recorded them all because I had the link open and I recorded them all, okay? But we're doing contractions where we take two words and we squish them together to make one. We use what's called
I could tell that.
What, honey?
I said I could tell that.
Okay. All right, and now we're taking he is, and we're putting together, it becomes, he is. Miranda was so excited, she shouted out, sit down, Sadie, and get to work. You're making me crazy, girlfriend. Okay, he is becomes he's.
I like this, it's fun.
All right. Jimmy, Annie, I need you to write it, and then I need you to leave it there. Stop erasing it every 2 seconds. Same with you, Danny. Write it and leave it so I can actually see that you guys are participating. Come on, keep going. You've got a lot to do. All right. She is, he is, it is, becomes, it is, it's. And now, let us becomes, does anybody remember? Let us becomes, let's. Oh my goodness, Miranda is excited by contractions. Miranda says, we all know contractions. We all know the way. Remember that dancing bear video I played? Miranda's my dancing bear in the class. Just kidding. All right, finish writing that. Anaya, it will be much easier if you move your words closer, like to this side of the board, so you actually have room for the contractions over there. Don't erase it, just do the next ones closer to that other side, okay? Don't erase your board. I would like to see what you're doing. All right, Miss Hayden, can you show me anything that you're doing? Okay, I can't see that. I think our internet's not very clear. If you find a whiteboard, sweetheart, that you can use at home, a whiteboard and a marker, that would make it a lot easier for me to be able to see what you're doing, okay? Now, I understand if you don't have one, but if you can find one, that would be great. Keep going. Keep going. I don't know why you have two H's right there, honey. It's H-E, not H-H.
Miss?
H-E. Don't erase it with your fingers. That's when we get black smudges all over everything. You have a cloth to erase with. What? You write the two words, then you put them together for the next word. That's what you do. You just keep going. Jimmy, quit erasing your board. No more. No, keep writing. No, Jimmy. Keep writing. We're not just capping our markers. You were doing such a great job. Excellent, Miranda. You're doing such a great job. Don't quit on me now. Don't quit on me now. Tomorrow, well, let's see. If we have time, I'd like you guys to write our sight words on your word wall pages that you guys got. So if you'd hurry up and finish practicing this, writing it, so we can. You may erase it, you may put it away, and you may get out your yellow word wall. What, Hayden?
Miss?
What, hon?
So, my sister is trying to find a whiteboard.
Oh, that's very, very kind of her. You better thank her for me. Say thank you, Aubrey. Did you write them all, honey? That's weird because I only see two, and I don't even see that you finished it. So don't tell me you wrote them all when you did not. I have eyeballs. If you can't see, we can work something else. Can you see that? Max, can you see all right? If you can't see, that's okay, as long as you tell me, so we can try to fix it. What's the problem? Yes, ma'am, that's it. Yes, ma'am. So what you do, Miranda, let me go get my example real quick, okay? Mrs. Jack, we need to run behind you. All right, so you all have, once you finish that, so you need to finish, come on. Uh-oh. Miss Hayden, if you could turn your camera back on me. Okay, this is my kid's doctor, I just have to answer real quick. Hello? Paper that looks like this. Okay, this is your word wall paper. On your word wall, Miranda, if you notice there's an alphabet. Okay? If you notice each one of the words on our word wall starts with a different letter of the alphabet, right? Then and there start with the same one. But what letter do you think live will need to go under? L. Very good. Very good. Now, if there's a word that you know how to spell, excellent. So that's where you would write live. Now, Miranda, hold on. If there's a word that you know how to spell, like if you know how to spell live and you don't need help, or you know how to spell one and you don't need help, that word does not have to go in your word book. Okay? But so we have the words live, one, then, three, and could. Now, some words like three, you could write the number three next to it so you remember that that's what it stands for. Okay? Good. Erase it. Get out your whiteboard, your word wall. You're not going to want to write on it with your marker. You're going to want to get out your pencil and fill this out with your pencil. Come on, Anaya, finish up, sweetheart. You're almost done. Okay, you're almost done. You got he is, it is, it's, let us, let's. Yes, ma'am, that's it. Make sure your name goes at the bottom there where it says name. All right, Miss Hayden, look at that. I can see the writing on that a lot clearer. That looks a lot better. Thank you. Okay. So, if you are ready and you don't know how to spell the word live, Jimmy, we are not playing with the markers. Finish writing so you can do the next step. Okay? Then you should spell live on your boards. Now, I think everybody's done with the first couple, so I'm going to see if I can erase that. No, that is this an eraser? Okay. I'm just going to erase the first couple so I can put. I think everybody's done through keys. No, but everybody's done through keys, I think. Okay. Good. Okay. So the first word you guys need to write and practice writing is live. L-I-V-E. We live in Jackpot, Nevada. L-I-V-E, live. So Miss Hayden, you don't have your word wall with you. So you can't write live on your word wall, but you can write live on your whiteboard and practice writing it on your whiteboard, okay? You find the L, right? In the first box on the L, you can write the word live. Yes, you may erase it if you finished it. Okay? What you do is you find the, okay, hurry up, Anaya. Please quit sitting there doing nothing. If you've written it's, then do let's. If you need me to move so you can see, say, Miss Kennison, can you please move so I can see? And I'm happy to do that, okay? But sitting there doing nothing is not the choice. So finish up. Max, finish up. Come on, guys. Good. Finish up quickly. Okay. So, Miss Hayden, you're writing the word live. L-I-V-E, live. Okay, if you're doing it on your board, unless you absolutely know that word, then you don't have to write it. Jimmy, get out your word wall. Looks like this. Y'all each have your personal word wall. Looks like this. Don't forget to put your name on the bottom. Okay, if you did not put your name on the bottom on the front page, please do that now. If you did it, wonderful. Oh, maybe Mrs. Jack wrote it for you guys. Wow, nice of her. That's so nice of her. She made your lives easier. Oh, man, Mrs. Jack made our lives easier. Isn't that so wonderful? She's great at doing that. Okay, finish it, Anaya. You just need to write let's. Let, L-E-T'-S, and you will be done. Okay? You will be done with that. Beautiful, Cambry. Your arrows look a little funny. That's okay. Erase it, put it away, girlfriend. Get out your word wall quickly. Wonderful. Okay. Oh, and Miss Miranda is ahead of the game. She went on, unless there's a word that you absolutely know how to spell, you need to put them all on your word wall. 1-O-N-E, as in the number 1. Okay, go to the O section and write O-N-E. O-N-E. Beautiful. Okay, if you've done them all, Miranda, I will tell you what you can do next. Okay, the next word, boys and girls, Okay, so can we find your word wall? And I know yours got a little water damaged. That's just, we'll try to see what we can do about taping it. Next, I hope you learned your lesson about not putting water in your desk. You never, ever, ever put water in your desk. Okay, your next word is then. As in, whoa. When we do our work, then we will be done. Then, Jimmy, what? Go. Great job. Great job. Sweetie, if there's inside, you go to whatever letter you need to. So, for example, O is in here, right? So you'd write 1 under O. When you get to the T section, you're going to write then under T. Okay? Whatever letter it starts with, that's where you're going to write it. Yep. Okay, then and 3. And my whiteboard's a little goofy still. 3. We still just have some goofiness, but I think it's still better than the last one, so I won't complain too much. 3. All right. Okay, and Ms. Cambry, you're just going to have to do your best. Ms. Cambry, after you're done with the word wall stuff, put it up over there, and I'll let it sit for a little while, and then I can touch it after it's sat for a day or so. So I can fix it next week, hopefully, and I can get that back to you. All right. Yep, that's fine for now. Okay, first graders, you guys are going to go to page 65 after you finished your words, which you're not quite done. You're going to go to page 65. You actually get to tear that out and fold it to make your little storybook. And then you answer the questions on page 67. Okay? So page 65 through 67. First grade. Did you do all the rest of them? Did you do could? Page 65, turn that into your storybook, and then answer the pages on answer the questions on page 67. Okay, and then let me see what your story is. Oh, homes around the world. You're going to read homes around the world 3 times. Okay, read homes around the world. Okay. One of us can proceed. I have all of them on. Okay, everybody should be finishing up. I'm already done with mine. Good. Yep, 65. It should look, Miranda. It is the story. Yep, that's it. Pals, play, and hum. So you very carefully tear it out, just like this. Look, you take it and you very carefully kind of pull it, and it will tear. Okay, and then you can make it into a story. Now, Hayden, after you've finished writing the words on the board, look at me, honey. I can't see you, so I can't see if you're looking. You can tilt the screen up this a little bit. Thank you. Okay, you should still have your workbook at home. You get out your workbook and you turn to page 65, and it's this story, Pals, Play, and Hum. You will tear that out, you'll fold it, and you'll read it. And then after you read it a few times, Hayden, after you read it, then you'll turn to the next page, page 67, and you'll answer the questions about the story. Okay? When you are done with that, you're going to get on Wonders Online, and you're going to read on Wonders Online. You're going to read the story, Homes Around the World, and you're going to practice reading that 3 times. That way you can really get that information in your brain. Okay? Honey?
Miss, I don't know if we still have it though.
The L. Oh, the L is over here, right? All right, and you write live in that box right under the L. Okay, then you find 1. You find the O. O is over here in red, and I write 1 in that red section. Okay? Then, and I just write everything just one time. Please don't fill up that whole section with that word. Just one of the boxes goes that word one time. Okay? Next, you write then. Oh, I'm going to have to go to T. So I'm going to write then right there in that T. And then I'm going to write 3 under that. If my words look too goofy and you can't read them, they're up there also. Okay? I know the whiteboard made them a little funky. Okay? If they're too funky and you say, I can't read this, it's too weird. It's too funky. All right? We're not writing apple, Jimmy. I don't want you to write any other words except for the words I've written up here for now. Okay? I don't want you to write apple. I don't want you to write anything else except for these words. What, Cambry? Go quickly. All right, you guys finish that. Do your workbook page. Read your stories. Okay? What, Danny? Excellent. What did I just tell you to do? Get out your workbook, do your workbook pages, and read your stories. Miss Hayden, I can't see it. Like, you're kind of frozen. I don't know. I'm going to put you on mute. I'm going to go do the 2nd grade lesson. If you need help, just yell, okay? And hopefully somebody can hear you. We can come over and help. All right? But I'm going to put you on